Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel today. Today I have a pretty simple project that uses Hip Kit Club products, but this isn't a design team assignment. It's one that I wanted to do just for fun. But most of the products are Hip Kit products, but we'll talk about that as we go through. So the first thing that I did was cut a few things out with my silhouette. So I should mention I'm using the February 2021, let's see, did I say that correctly? February 2021 kits. Okay, so I cut a couple of things out with my silhouette. I cut this big tag, and the cut file was for a smaller tag, and so when I enlarged it, I got a gigantic hole, and so we're going to need to fix that in a little bit because I don't want a hole quite that big on my layout. And then I just this is just a rectangle with a heart welded in the middle. It's no big deal. And I did add some machine stitching around the edge and backed the cut file before I turn the camera on because anyway, that's pretty straightforward. So I have my journaling ready, and I have one photo that I wanted to work with today and to tell the story of. So let's jump in and get started. I'm gonna start by adhering the tag. I've just got a basic tape runner. I think the one I'm using today is Tombow. And honestly, I was running low on adhesives and I was at Michael's, and so I just grabbed that one. And I'm using my T-square ruler to make sure that I have the tag straight. I should mention too that the background that I'm working with is just a piece of navy cardstock. I believe it's by Cartabella. And then I just stitched around the edges of it several times with my sewing machine and white thread to kind of give it a wonky textured border. So next we'll pull in this cut file, and I'm going to overlap it just slightly. Whoops, got a little bit extra tape runner. I'm going to overlap it just slightly, and actually I'm going to move this tag over just a little bit because I want these to overlap, but I want the same distance from the edges. Just make sure that everything is still straight and that I've got not, like, it doesn't have to be completely exact, but I don't want one of them, like, I don't want my layout off to one side, if that makes sense. Okay, and we'll just make sure that that frame is straight. And then the next step, I want to add my journaling. So I'm going to put my photo down here, about like that. I'm going to move this up just a little bit and put my photo about there. So, but I want to make sure that we add a little bit of color here. So I've got this, this is a Project Life, or excuse me, a Pocket Life card from the Pocket Life February 2021 kit. And I just want that little pop of color there, kind of peeking out behind my journaling. And then I want this border, this side, the blue border, just tucked under there. So I've just got 3 sides of the border showing, but I want to make sure, obviously, that none of my journaling is covered up. So let's adhere the photo next. And I'm going to pop up the photo using, these are foam squares from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. I really love their, oh, let's move this one. I really love their foam squares. They're really good quality, just the right amount of dimension. I'll just put a few back there. And let's do about like that. So I'm going to put a little bit of tape runner here along the top to adhere to my frame. And then the bottom half of the photo will just adhere with the pop dots so that the photo is all the same height, if that makes sense. Move this over. So let me grab this. The title of this is Today, of this layout, and I want to make sure that I leave enough room for that. So that works well. We're going to take a few more of these foam dots. You need some smaller ones here to adhere my title. And this comes in one of the die cut packs, and I'm honestly not sure which one, whether it's in the, it might be in the embellishment kit. I don't know for sure. I'll leave a link to the Hip Kit website in the video description below, so you can check them out. Last I checked, the kits were not sold out, so you may still be able to get one of these. I'll just get that title in place. I love this. This kit has, or these kits, excuse me, have quite a bit of the navy color, and I love it. I think it's such a, I don't know, navy is just one of my favorite colors. Okay, now let's take care of this up here. Okay, so I've got some clear adhesive dots. These ones are from Thermoweb, and I had just some navy and white striped ribbon in my stash, and I tied a bow. The bow still didn't cover the hole as well as I wanted it to. So I threaded a navy button. I had a navy button just in my stash, in my button jar. We're going to adhere that bow. And then right on top of it, we're going to adhere this button. Oh dear, these, getting my adhesive dots stuck everywhere. I'm going to trim off. I have just a little bit of that white thread left there. Okay. Just make sure that stuck there in the middle. And then I have just a few embellishments. I really wanted to keep the embellishments to a minimum on this. So I have this Smile I Love You die cut, and then 2 floral die cuts. And I'm just going to place them here, kind of around the heart. We'll just use some tape runner on this one. Just like that. And then this die cut that says "Smile, I love you." Kind of overlapping right there. And I love these florals. I think they're so pretty. And we'll adhere that one kind of right here at the top of the heart. I want to make sure that I'm not covering up any of my journaling. Then I should mention here at the top of the journaling card, which came from the Pocket Life kit. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. But at the top, I stamped the date, and I used black ink from Scrapbook.com and my Heidi Swap date stamp. That is definitely my favorite date stamp. I'm a little sad because I believe, is it 2020? Let me look. Here's my date stamp, and 2021 is the last year. So I'm really hoping that Heidi will do another date stamp because that's absolutely one of my favorites. So I have one more navy button that I was thinking I would put in the center of one of these floral die cuts, and I think right there is where I want that one to go. So with that, I'm going to call this project finished. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so happy to have you here. If you haven't done so already, I would love to have you hit that subscribe button so that my videos will show in your feed. And if you would like a notification to know every time I upload, just hit that little bell button next to the subscribe button. And then if you like process videos like this, give this video a thumbs up so that I know which videos you like, and I can take that into account when I'm planning my content. So thank you again for stopping by, and I'll see you again soon.